Alright YouTube, so it just needs a new clip and for me to put a new bolt on the end here. The threads still look okay in my honest opinion. So, but moving on from that, so this buggy's been great. I haven't had any huge problems, like the motor's been fine. It's got tons of power. One thing I'm sure everyone with one of these gas buggies knows, you have to go through every bolt and re-Loctite them. I learned that the hard way the second time I went to use it. So the shock towers were the first to collapse, and I was like, oh no, what did I do wrong? And then other things started to fall out, like the exhaust. The exhaust fell out, so I re-Loctited that. Then it got to the point where I ended up Loctiting everything in the rear end. And then it was good again. The front, I haven't had any problems with, so I haven't really messed with the front itself. But the rear needed a lot of work. But it's been about 6 months. I got it in August, September time, I want to say. So October, November, December, January, February, March. Yeah, it's been right about 6 months at this point. So my honest 6-month review, totally worth it for the price. You know, if you're going to be ripping it in your backyard a little bit, and you don't really need something that will be climbing, well, I should say that you need the 4-wheel drive for. This is beyond perfect, and it's big. You know, this is HPI Savage. That's a T-Max down there, and I'll get to those two as well. In terms of builds that might come up soon. But this is pretty much where it's going to stay. I do want to get a roll cage for this still, but that's kind of been put on the back burner until I get all these other projects done. I don't plan on getting any more projects for now, because after all of these projects get done and sold, that'll pretty much what we'll be paying for my all the stuff for the truck and the BMW that I want to finish, and even the motorcycle a little bit, some stuff with that too. But let's stick with the RC buggy. If you guys have any problems or anything that you need to know about these, I'm not a complete expert in this yet. I've had nitro buggies most of my life, nitro and electric. Never really messed with brushless, but maybe eventually I'll get a brushless X-Max or something like that. It should be cool. But if you have any problems or you need any help, I'm always here. I have my email in my channel description as well. But I think that's where I'm going to leave it off with. So, again, feel free to comment, rate, subscribe. No, I'm not one of those. If you guys want to follow my shit, feel free to. But if you don't want to, that's fine too. But yeah, Diesel Dan Peters, signing out for now. Hey YouTube, Diesel Dan Peters here. So, I wanted to make this really quick review on the Rovan Baja. I believe it's the 5B buggy. I had just washed it off, which, oof, man, that was muddy. I do have to get a new air filter for it too. Either that or just clean it off again. But man, this thing hasn't looked this nice in a long time, so a cleaning is definitely long overdue. And I do have to fix the rear A-arm, because it appears my fix caused, it seems like it fell out. I actually threaded the rear bolt that goes through the A-arm in the rear, so that I could put a bolt on the end. And the other side held on really good, but I don't remember if I used Loctite on that one, which would have been my downfall. So in fact, I'm going to pause the video for a minute just to take a look at that.